Hi, I am Prasad. Welcome to Professor Spark channel. Let's go to discuss about relative velocity. Relative velocity means a difference of velocities. Suppose velocity of the body A is VA and velocity of the body B is VB. Relative velocity of A and B is defined as relative velocity of A with respect to B. So that is a notation. VAB is defined as VA minus VB. Similarly, relative velocity of the B with respect to A, that is VBA, is defined as VB minus VA. So relative velocity is nothing but difference of velocities. Observer and A and B are in the same line. A is moving towards A with speed u meter per second and B is moving towards the B with speed v meter per second with respect to observer, where observer is in the rest position. So velocity of the observer is 0. So observer is in rest mean, so observer velocity is 0. He observed both bodies A and B. A is moving toward the U and B is moving toward the A with speed v meter per second as shown in the figure. Suppose A is the vehicle. Now observer is jumped into vehicle A. So all the passenger in A, their displacement with respect to observer is not changed, mean all passenger are appeared rest position to the A. Vehicle A with respect to observer, there is no change in position, so velocity of the A is 0. Now he is observed the B body, so it is approaching to A. So now he observed velocity of B with respect to A, that is VBA. VBA is nothing but velocity of the B is observed from A. So that is VBA. VBA is here VB minus VA. Velocity of the B is v meter per second. Velocity is a vector. So vector considered both magnitude and direction. So now the direction is toward this side. So suppose it is taken as a positive. Immediately opposite direction of this become negative. So A is moving negative direction. So here A is moving with minus u meter per second. B is moving with plus v meter per second. So VB is V minus, what is the VA? That is minus u. So minus of minus plus, that is V plus u. So here VBA is V plus u. Relative velocity of the B with respect to A is V plus u. So two bodies are approaching each other, are moving in the opposite direction. So resultant velocity is addition of their velocities, that is V plus u. Now observer A and B are in the same line. A is moving with velocity u meter per second. B is also moving in the same direction with velocity v meter per second. Now what is the relative velocity of A with respect to B? Suppose I want to calculate VAB. That means observer is jumped into B. That means he is observed velocity of A from the B. So VAB is nothing but VA minus VB. So both are in the same direction. Suppose this direction is a positive, so this direction should be also positive. So VA is U and VB is V. So resultant velocity of both is considered as U minus V. Both velocities are in the same direction, difference of their velocities. Similarly, what is the VBA? So what is VB minus VA? So VB is plus V, VA is plus U. So that is V minus U. Two bodies are moving in the same direction. their relative velocities is difference of both velocities. Let's go to solve some of the problems. A body is moving in a straight line with speed 20 meter per second. How much time it takes to cover 144 kilometer? Its speed is given 20 meter per second and distance is given 144 kilometers. See here, speed unit is in meter per second and distance is in kilometers. So we have to take the suitable unit for the speed. Usually the units of the speed measured in meter per second and also kilometer per hour. So we want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. So what is the relation between kilometer per hour and meter per second? See here, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how many meter per second? Just go to calculation. 1 kilometer is equal to, that is 1000 meters. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Again, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 60 into 60, 3600 seconds. So 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So hour is in denominator. So 3600 is becoming denominator and second is also come to the denominator. Go to the cancellation. 2 5s are 2 18s are, so we get here 5 by 18. See, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. But now we are converted into meter per second into kilometer per hour. So this number shift toward this side, then it become 18 by 5. See here, 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second, and also meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Look here, so meter per second is bigger than kilometer per hour. Remember, here meter per second is bigger than kilometer per hour. That is equal to 20. I want meter per second into kilometer per hour. So 1 meter per second is equal to, that is 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So 5 4s are 18 4s are 72. So its speed is 72 kilometer per hour. Speed is in kilometers per hour and distance is kilometer. So now units are set here. So distance is equal to speed into time and time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance here? 144 by speed is 72. So we get here 2 hours. Time is in hours. So we get here hours. So to cover 144 kilometers, it takes 2 hours. Next question. A and B bodies are moving in opposite direction with the speed 20 meter per second and 30 meter per second in a straight line respectively. Initially, distance between two bodies is 100 meters. At which time and at what distance from A both together meet? From the data, initially both bodies are at 100 meters. So take here 100 meters. Suppose this is a body A and this is a body B. And see here, A and B bodies are moving in opposite direction. It is moving 20 meter per second and B is moving 30 meter per second. Now question is, at which time, at what distance from here both together meet? At this the point, both are meeting at this the point. So A covers this distance and B covers this distance. Totally both bodies covers 100 meters. I take the equivalent situation for this case. See here, A is moving 20 and B is moving 30 meter per second. Both are in opposite direction. Now I take a single body that is equivalent to relative velocity of A and B. So what is the relative velocity of B with respect to A? Both are in opposite direction. So we take addition of these two. So 20 plus 30, that is 50 meter per second. Now single body is moving with 50 meter per second. So here two bodies covers 100 meters. Now single body covers 100 meters. In both cases it covers same distance in the same time. So I take the second case. So what is the time here? Distance by speed. So what is the distance? 100. What is the speed here? 50. So we get here 2 seconds. So to cover this, for this the body, it takes 2 seconds. Definitely A takes here to cover this distance is 2 seconds, and B is also covers this distance is 2 seconds. So what is the time here? That is 2 seconds. What distance from A is another question. So from A, so this is the distance that both together meet. So distance is equal to speed into time. So speed is 20 and time is taken for A is 2 seconds. So we get here 40. So at a distance of 40, both bodies together meet. So this is the answer. If you take another way, suppose this is the meeting point of both A and B. So let the distance is d1 and this distance is d2. So d1 plus d2 is equal to 100. Let t the time for both meet together. So d1 is equal to distance is covered by A. d1 is equal to speed into time. So d1 is equal to speed into time. So what is the speed of A? That is 20 into t. So d1 is 20t plus d2 is distance covered by the B. So this is the speed into time. Speed is 30 and time is t. So this 30t is equal to 100. So what is 20t plus 30t? 50t is equal to 100. Then t is equal to 2 seconds. So we get here t is equal to 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, both bodies meet together. Next, at what distance from A? So what is the A here? 20 into t, 20 into 2, we get the 40. So this is the answer. Next, another question. A and B are moving in the same direction with the speed 20 meter per second and 30 meter per second in a straight line respectively. B is coming towards A. Initially, distance between two bodies is 100 meters. At which time and at what distance from A both together meet? Initially, distance between A and B is 100 meters. And B is coming towards A. That is the clearly given. So B is coming towards A with a speed 30 meters. A is moving in the same direction of the B. Definitely A is moving along this direction with 20 meter per second. So one is moving 30, other one is moving with 20 meter per second. So both are moving in the same direction. I want to take one equivalent velocity of both bodies. So that is relative velocity. So relative velocity of B with respect to A is VB minus VA. So what is the velocity of the B? 30 minus velocity of the A is 20. Both are in the same direction. So I take here positive, then this is also positive. So 30 minus 20, that is equal to 10. So relative velocity of B with respect to A is 10. Now velocity of the B is exceed 10 meter per second than velocity of the A. To meet A, B should travel 100 meters. Exceed 100 meters, then B should meet the A. So exceed 100 meters and exceed velocity is 10 meter per second. I take the another equivalent analysis. See here, now body, one of the body is moving with 10 meter per second and covers 100 meters. So here exceed velocity is 10 meter per second. It takes extra distance 100 meters. So here one of the body moving with 10 meter per second and covers 100 meters. So in both cases same time is taken. So what is the time? That is distance by speed. Now distance is 100 by speed is 10. So we get here 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds both meet together. Now time is 10 seconds. Now question is, what distance from A? To meet together A and B, both should travel 10 seconds. So A travels 10 seconds. Suppose this is the meeting point. So A should travel 10 seconds with a speed 20 meter per second. Now distance is equal to speed into time. So speed is 20. What is the time here? 10. So we get here 200 meters. After A covers 200 meters, B meet him. Or we take another way. Suppose after time t, both meet together. Suppose this is the meeting point. Both take time t. So for A and B, it's a take time t. Suppose this is the x. So for A, distance is equal to x, time is t, and speed is clearly given, that is 20 meter per second. So another distance is equal to 20 into t. For B, so what is the distance for the B? This is 100 plus x. So 100 plus x. Now distance is 100 plus x. So time is taken to the B is also t. Now its speed is 30 meter per second. Now relation is distance is equal to, that is 100 plus x is equal to 30t. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So what is the x? X is equal to 20t. So instead of x I write here 20t. So 100 plus 20t, that is equal to 30t. Bring 20t towards this side, then become minus 20t. 30t minus 20t, that is 10t. So 100 is equal to 10t. So we take here cancellation, then t is equal to 10 seconds. So we get here 10 seconds. So time is 10 seconds. When we take the time, immediately we calculate the distance from A. So what is the distance from A? That is x. So what is the x here? 20 into t. So 20 into what is the time? We get here 10. So answer is 200 seconds. See here. So this is also another way, but in the previous case we do calculation past. Next question. A and B bodies are moving from a point in the same direction with the speed 20 meter per second and 30 meter per second in a straight line respectively. B started 2 seconds late after A started. At which time and what distance from that point both together meet? So according to the problem, both A and B are started at the same point. Suppose this is the point. A is moving with speed 20 meter per second and B is moving with speed in the same direction, that is 30 meter per second. But B started 2 seconds late. So first A is moving. Suppose for 2 seconds the position of A is at here. So when the body A is here, now B started at this the point. So after 2 seconds the position of A is from B, distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed? That is, speed is 20, time is 2 seconds, so 40 meters. Now A is 40 meters away from B. So after 2 seconds, A position is 40 meters away from the B. Now B started from this point and moving 30 meter per second. Now calculate from this point. Now A is moving 20 meter per second along this direction. B is moving 30 meter per second. So distance between them is 40 meters. So this distance is covered by both velocities of A and B. When we take the both velocities of A and B, we take the relative velocity. So relative velocity of B with respect to A, that is VB minus VA. So both are in the same direction. So both velocities are taken as positive. Velocity of the B is 30 and velocity of A is 20 meter per second. 30 minus 20, that is 10 meter per second. So relative velocity of the B with respect to A is 10 meter per second. There is a 40 meters gap between A and B. Now VBA, both velocities are combined, that is relative velocity. It is moving with 10 meter per second. How much time is taken to cover 40 meters? So we know that distance is equal to speed into time. Distance here 40, speed is 10. I want to calculate the time. So 10 4 40. So T is equal to 4 seconds. So we get here T is equal to 4 seconds. After 4 seconds they meet. Question is, at what distance from that point both together meet? So distance calculated from this the point. This situation is taken after 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds B is ready to start the journey, but already A takes 2 seconds. So total time for A is 4 plus 2, that is the 6 seconds. B takes 4 seconds to meet A. So for A, how much distance is covered in 6 seconds? The distance is equal to speed into time. Now speed is 20 into 6. So we get here 120 meters. So at a distance of 120 meters, both A and B meet together. For B, total journey time is 4 seconds. So distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed? 30 into 4. So we get the same answer. That is 120 meters. At a distance of 120 meters, A and B meet together. We also calculate in the other way. Suppose this is the A and B started at this the point. Suppose after some time both meet at this the point. Now distance is S. So S is the same for both A and B. Let the time is taken for A is T seconds immediately 2 seconds late by the B. So B takes a time t minus 2 seconds for B. Now A is moving with speed 20 meter per second and B is moving 30 meter per second. For A, distance is S, speed is 20 meter per second and time is t. So distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. For B, distance is S, its speed is 30 meter per second and time is t minus 2. So distance is equal to speed into time. See for A, this is the equation 1. For this equation is 2. From 1 and 2 we write 20t is equal to 30 into t minus 2. So 20t is equal to 30 into t minus 30 into 2, 60. So bring 30t toward the side, 20t minus 30t. That is equal to minus 60. So 20t minus 30t is nothing but minus 10t. So minus minus cancel. So time is 6 seconds. So what is the time here? Time becomes 6 seconds. For A, it takes a time 6 seconds. For B, it takes t minus 2 mean 4 seconds. So for A, it takes t seconds. That means 6 seconds. For B, journey is t minus 2. So that is 6 minus 2, 4 seconds. So after 6 seconds, both A and B meet together. So at what distance? So we have two equations. Suppose I take the equation 1, S is equal to 20t. So S is equal to 20. What is the t here? 6 seconds. Then we get 120 meters. So here, after distance 120 meters, both meet together. Boat has velocity 10 meter per second, still water. Stream of the river is 2 meter per second. How much is time to take a boat cover a displacement 96 meters in upstream and downward stream? So here, suppose stream of the river is moving along this direction, that is given 2 meter per second. Now there is a boat. Suppose downstream mean it is moving along this direction. Boat is moving along this direction. So this is downstream. Upstream mean, so boat motion is opposite to the motion of the stream. So this is moving along this direction. So this is upstream. So this is upstream. See here, water is moving along this direction. Water is moving along this direction. Boat is moving along this direction. So here, downstream, resultant velocity of the boat with the stream is velocity of the boat plus velocity of the stream. For upstream, we resultant velocity of the boat with the stream is velocity of the boat minus velocity of the stream, because the motion is opposite by the stream of the river, so we get here negative. In the problem, stream velocity is given 2 meter per second and boat velocity is given 10 meter per second. So in downward stream, velocity of the boat with stream is velocity of the boat plus stream 12 meter per second, and for upstream velocity of the boat with stream is velocity of the boat minus velocity of stream, that is 2 10 minus 2, that is 8 meter per second. Now come to the question. It covers a displacement 96 meters in upstream. So what is the displacement? That is equal to 96 meters. Velocity of the boat with the stream is 12 meter per second. So what is the time? Time is equal to distance by velocity of the boat with the stream, that is 96 by 12. So answer is 12 8 are 96. So this is 8 seconds. So this is downstream. Now upstream. For upstream, distance is equal to 96 meters. Velocity both with stream is 8 meter per second. So what is the time? Distance by velocity both with stream. So that is 96 by 8. So this is 12 seconds. So what is the time here? We get 12 seconds. So for upstream, it takes 12 seconds. Next problem. A displacement 100 meters in river, boat takes time 5 seconds and 10 seconds in downstream and upstream respectively. What is the velocity of the boat and stream of the river? Now question is this. So suppose this is the river, stream is moving along this direction. Suppose say x meter per second. Now you take a boat. Suppose boat is moving along the stream, then it is downward stream. Suppose velocity of the boat in still water is y meter per second. So in downstream, velocity of the boat with stream is velocity of the boat plus velocity of the stream, that is equal to x y plus x. Now question is, in downstream it takes 5 seconds. Take 5 seconds to cover 100 meters. So distance is equal to here 100 meters and time is equal to 5 seconds. So we know that distance is equal to speed into time. So what is the distance here? 100. That is equal to what is the speed? Y plus x. Time is 5 seconds. So this is equation 1. For upstream, velocity of the boat with stream is difference of their velocities, that is y minus x, and same distance here 100 meters, that is covered in 10 seconds. From data it is 10. Distance is equal to speed into time. So distance here 100, speed is y minus x and time is 10 seconds. So this is the equation 2. So from 1 and 2, look here, left hand side it is at 100 and 100. So right hand should be equal, that is y plus x into 5, that is equal to y minus x into 10. 5 1 ja, 5 2 ja. So y plus x by y minus x, that is equal to 2 by 1. Look here, y plus x by y minus x is equal to 2 by 1. How to calculate this one? So there is one of the rule. So this is the numerator and denominator. This is the numerator and denominator. A numerator is y plus x, denominator is y minus x. A numerator is 2, denominator is 1. So here there is one of the rule in the mathematics, that is both sides apply n plus d by n minus d. Plus x is n, d is y minus x by n is y plus x, d is y minus x. So after minus we should take the bracket, that is equal to, so come to this side. So what is the fraction here? 2 by 1. So n plus d, n is 2, d is 1 by n minus d. So n is 2 minus d is 1. See x cancel, plus x minus y minus x. So now multiply with y minus x, then we get y plus x. So here y cancel. So in the numerator there is 2y, in the denominator with here 2x. So that is 3 by 1. So 2 cancel, y by x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 3x. See here, y is equal to 3x. Now this is substitute in equation 1 or 2. Y is equal to 3x. Substitute in equation 2 or equation 1. Now I take the equation 1. 100 is equal to y plus x into 5. So what is the y here? 3x. So instead of y, I substitute 3x plus x into 5. So 100 is equal to 3x plus x, 4x into 5. So 5 20 is a 4 5 is a. So what we get here? X is equal to 5 meter per second. So what is the y? Again this value substitute in the equation 1. See here, 100 is equal to y plus, what is x? 5 into 5. So 5 20 is a plus 5, bring toward this side, then it becomes 20 minus 5, that is equal to y. 20 minus 5 is nothing but 15. So we get here y is equal to 15. Y is equal to 15 and x is equal to 5 meter per second. So y is nothing but velocity of the boat is 15 and velocity of the stream is 5. So units of both are meter per second. So this is the answer. Eagle is exactly on the rabbit at a height of 40 meters. Rabbit is moving with speed 3 meters per second. Eagle is moving with speed 5 meters per second and moving in a straight line. To catch the rabbit, how much time is taken to eagle to catch the rabbit? From the data, eagle is exactly on the rabbit at the height of 40 meters. 40 meters. Now rabbit is moving in a straight line with a speed 3 meters per second. Now eagle want to catch the rabbit and condition is given. Eagle should be traveling in a straight line. So suppose at this the point rabbit is caught by the eagle. So eagle should be travel in a straight line, mean the eagle move along this the path with a speed 5 meters per second is clearly given. Suppose time is taken for the eagle to catch the rabbit is t seconds. So rabbit should be travel this distance in t seconds and also eagle travel this distance in t seconds. So another distance is equal to speed into time. So here distance is equal to speed into time. Speed mean 5, time mean t seconds. So this distance is 5t. and this distance is speed into time, that is 3t. See here, this is a right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. So what is the hypotenuse here? That is 5t. Hypotenuse square means 5t whole square. So one of the side is 40 meters, so that is 40 square. Other side we get here 3t, so this 3t whole square. 5t whole square means 25t square, 40 square means 1600, 3t square means 90 square. So bring 90 square toward this side, then it becomes 25t square minus 90 square, that is equal to 1600. 16t square, that is equal to 1600. So 16, how many times it is cancelled? That is 100 times. So t square is equal to 100, then t is equal to root 100. So we get here 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, eagle catch the rabbit. Traveling time is 10 seconds. So 3t means 3 into 10, that is 30 meters is travelled by the rabbit, and by the eagle 5 into 10, that is the 50. So 50 meters is travelled by the eagle. So this is the answer.